Hey, and welcome to episode 3 of Dragon Age. Last time we left off, we just arrived here at Ostagar and we met the King Cailan. And we also talked with Duncan a bit about how this whole fight will go down or what the plan is. Last time I left off reading some codexes and saying that I want to go over them more in this episode, so I'll start with the Deep Stalker. A fool trusts his eyes, a wise man fears every rock is a Deep Stalker. Possibly the strangest of all the creatures found in the deep roads is the Deep Stalker. Tespadem, as the dwarves call them, hunt in packs, generally by burrowing underground and striking when their prey is in their midst. Stalkers come in several types. Spitters have venom glands and can spit secretions that slow or injure their prey. Jumpers hurl themselves at their target, knocking them down and making the kill easier. The most common variety scares its prey, leaving the unfortunate victim helpless against the rest of the pack. We also have the Genlock, and I think we came across the Deep Stalkers a few times when we were first looking for the shield, and secondly also when we were exiled. And then we have Genlocks. These are the most common darkspawn in the underground. Stocky and tough, Genlocks are notoriously difficult to kill, even by magic. And then you also have alphas. In any group of genlocks, there is usually one who is dominant, as the tallest, strongest, and smartest of their kind. Alphas serve as a sort of commander, directing or bullying the others in combat. So they're just the boss of that group then. Then we have Ghoul. What the Blight does not destroy, it corrupts. Any creature infected with the darkspawn taint that does not have the good fortune to die outright becomes a ghoul, a twisted shadow of itself. The name originally comes from men, whether human, dwarven, or elven, who became tainted, usually while being held as a captive food source by the darkspawn. They would turn cannibal, preying on other captives, slaves, to the will of the archdemon, driven mad by pain. During a blight, the corruption of the darkspawn spreads through the wilder areas of Thedas and infects the animals found there, produces grotesque enraged bears called bearscarn, as well as blight wolves. Fortunately, ghouls rarely survive their corruption for long. So they don't live for a whole lot. This is what I'm reading, and when it comes to animals, they turn into like a darkspawn version of that. So like a bear becomes a bearscan, and then a wolf becomes a blight wolf. That's interesting. And then we have the giant spider. Giant spiders tend to appear in old ruins and other places where the veil has become thin because of magical disturbances or a great number of deaths. In such places, spirits and demons pass into the world of the living and attempt to take over living beings, spiders among them. Not all scholars accept this explanation for the presence of these beasts. However, some claim that the thinning veil allows magic to leak from the faint, tainting such creatures as these spiders to transform into larger and more potent creatures than they ever would become naturally. While such spiders are known to possess powerful poisons and the ability to fling their webs at opponents in combat, studies of them have been few, and the full range of their abilities are unknown. So, are they saying that the giant spiders are almost the same as like the darkspawn, where they come from the fade in a way? Then we have the culture and history. I think we did the cast, so we have the proving. Follows Atredum. In the 23rd year of the reign of King Ragnar Eduking, an old man of the servant caste was accused of stealing a sapphire ring from his employer, Lord Dace. The servant was stripped of his position, he and his family thrown to the streets, and soon after the servant died. The son of the disgraced servant challenged Lord Dace to a proving, declaring that his father had been the victim of a cruel injustice and the ancestors would bear him witness. Lord Dace had no choice but to accept. On the sacred stone of the proving ground, the nobleman faced the servant boy. Lord Dace carried a sword crafted for his own hand and was clad in his great-grandfather's armor. The servant boy had neither armor nor weapon. When the battle began, the boy fought like a whole pack of angry deep-stalkers, flinging himself upon the startled lord, wrenching the sword from his hand and prying at his armor with bare hands. The boy knocked Lord Dace to the ground and beat him until the lord begged for mercy. The boy and his family were reinstated to the place in the Dace household, and the virtue of the boy's father was not questioned again. The ancestors had spoken, and no one will question their word, as told by the shaper for Tag. So that's how the whole proving started. That's interesting. So someone was falsely accused, and they wanted to prove themselves in a way, and bring their spot back in the noble house, or at least not live in as a casteless, I think. Then we have Orzammar History Chapter 1. The memories tell us that our kingdom once reached far beneath the mountains, and that the Tykes were almost beyond counting. Kal Sharok was the capital then, home to all noble houses, and Orzammar was simply the home of the miner and smith caste. It was the Definter Imperium that things changed. Paragon Garal moved the seat of power to Orzammar to more closely oversee the trade that began with the surface. It seemed that our people were entering a new age of prosperity. The memories hold no explanation for the coming of the Darkspawn, only questions. At first they were rumors, noises in the deep roads, a lost traveler here and there. The warrior caste sent men to patrol the road, and thought the matter settled. We did not know that while we searched for them, they were engaged in a search of their own. Sleeping deep in the stone itself was the archdemon. They found him, and awakened him, and the blight began. The darkspawn poured out of the deep roads like smoke. Then, and the warrior caste struggled to hold them back. Countless of Tykes were lost in the first blight, but as ever, in the worst moment of our need, a paragon rose. Paragon Eduken led the defenses of Orzammar, and the Dark Horde was beaten back. The cost of victory, however, was great. Much of the deep roads were sealed to hold back the Darkspawn, cutting off Tykes and even whole cities forever. Orzammar is a kingdom as told by the Shaper Sabur. And then we also have Chapter 2. We were losing the war against the Darkspawn, slowly, a few men at a time, but losing all the same. The warrior caste was dwindling with each generation as a more able-bodied men perished in their prime without fathering sons. With each generation, more of the deep road had to be sealed, more Tykes lost forever. The kings of Orzammar watched and wondered how long it would be until nothing remained of our people but memories. And then Paragon Caridin arose from the smith caste with a new weapon. Golems, giant soldiers of a living stone and metal, each one was an army. With the Paragon's golems, we began to retake the lands we had lost. For a while, there was hope that final victory, was coming. But at the height of the war, Paragon Caridin disappeared, and with him the means to make golems. Several forays were made into the deep roads to search for the paragon, but nothing was ever found. Over time the golems we had were damaged beyond repair, and we began our slide once again towards extinction. This is by the same shaper. So that's interesting. So there was a paragon that arose named Cailan, and he created a new weapon to fight the darkspawn named golems. I think that's what we saw in the opening scene as well. And then we have one more left, which is the Korcari Wilds, which we are next to, right? Or in it? It is said that in the midst of the Black Age, when werewolves stalked the lands of Ferelden in numbers that kept every farmholder indoors and the hound on every doorstep, a powerful Jarl of the Alamari people stood and declared that he would put an end to the threat. His Jarling stood on the border of the dark forest on the southern border of Ferelden Valley, and he claimed that the werewolves used the forest to launch their midnight assault on humanity. For 20 years, this Jarl led an army of warriors and hounds deep in the forest. In his hunt for the werewolves, he slew not only every wolf he came upon, but also every member of the chastened wilder folk. Any one of them, he said, could harbor a demon inside and thus be a werewolf in disguise. For 20 years the forest raged with screams and the rivers ran red. The tales say that an old chastened woman found her son all dead at the owl's blades. She pulled one of those fairy blades from her son's heart and plunged it into her own chest, cursing the owl's name as she did so. Where her blood touched the ground, a mist began to rise. It spread and spread until it was everywhere in the forest. The owl's army became lost, and it is said that they died there. Others say they wander still. Ruins of his Jarling stand to this day, filled with the ghosts of women waiting eternally for their husbands to return. The forest of the legend is, of course, the Korcari Wilds. There are as many legends about the Great Southern Forest as there are shadows, or so the saying goes. The chastened wilder folk have made their home there since mankind first came to these lands, and the wildland spread as far into the south as anyone has ventured. Beyond the mist are vast tracts of snow, white-capped mountains, and entire fields of ice. It is a land too cold for mankind to survive, yet the chastened eke out an existence even there. And they tell of horrors beyond the wilds that the lowland folk could not begin to comprehend. To most, Ferelden simply ends with the Korcari Wilds. There's nothing beyond. The wild is a land of great trees, wet marshes, and dangerous monsters. What more need to be said? From Land of the Wilders by Mother Alice, Chantry Scholar 918 Dragon. So the Korcari Wilds is kind of haunted, and it looks like there's some kind of like nomadic tribe living here of humans, or they used to live here. That's interesting. We also have characters. We have King Cailan. I hoped for a war like in the tales, a king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against the tainted god, son of legendary King Merrick Taran. Cailan was the first Ferelden king born into a land free from foreign rule in 2 generations. Since his father's death, he held the throne alongside his queen Anora. And then we have King Endrin Adukin, which is our father. Denial of the traditions of our people does not qualify a political technicality. Endrin of the House Adukin traces his ancestry back to the Paragon Adukin, the greatest warrior of Orzammar's history who beat back the Darkspawn hordes in the First Blight, the second son of King Ansgar Adukin. He became heir after his elder brother died in the Proving. The most respected king in 4 generations, he restored contact with Kal Sharok, the only other remaining city of the once vast dwarven empire which had been lost during the First Blight. So he was the second-born, so he was not officially the heir. That's interesting. And then we have Lord Pyrrol Harrowmont. No one is born with rights to the throne. The sitting king may recommend a successor, but the assembly ultimately decides who will rule. House Harrowmont is one of the oldest noble houses, as old as Orzammar itself. Endrin's most trusted advisor, Harrowmont, is well known for being an able administrator and the author of many compromises in the ever-warring assembly. And then we have Loghain MacTair. It takes more than legends to win a battle. Loghain was born a farmer during a time when his country was under foreign occupation. When he was still a boy, he joined the resistance, where his considerable tactical genius quickly became apparent. He became close friends with Prince Merrick, the last true heir to the Ferelden throne, and together they led the rebels to drive out the forces of the Orlesian Empire. Merrick raised his friends to the nobility, and Loghain is now more of a symbol than a man. He represents the Ferelden ideals of hard work and independence. I think his name was mentioned somewhere. And then we have some controls. Heavy armor. You have equipped heavy or massive armor. While these grades of armor offer excellent protection, be aware that they reduce the character's attack speed with bows and crossbows. Although the Master Archer talent eliminates this penalty for the heavy class of armors, weighty armor also tends to cause more fatigue, which is a percentage increase in the mana or stamina cost to activate a spell or talent. Okay, so that was all. I think that is like the whole explanation of the heavy armor is pretty self-explanatory. It makes sense that you lose mana or attack speed because it's heavy. And it also looks like we leveled up. What should I put my points into? That's a good question. I can put some points in strength and cunning perhaps. There we go. And then we can choose from here. Maybe it gets improved coercion, why not? And then we also have this. Ooh, I have enough strength for that. Okay, and this as well. So in the Indomitable, through sheer force of will, the character remains in control of the battlefield, gaining a slight increase to attack damage while being immune to stun or knockdown effects for the duration of this mode. And Powerful Swing is, while in this mode, the character puts extra muscle behind each swing, gaining a bonus to damage but suffering penalties to attack and damage. Two-handed strength reduces the penalty to attack and defense. We can put some in Powerful Swings. There we go. Also, I found out I can make this go out all the way. That's so cool. We can keep it like that. So, it's now time for us to explore this whole place.
Make her watch over you, my lady.
Thank you. Looks like this is like an old ruin of something that came before us. I'm not sure what this place exactly is.
Hail, you must be the Grey Warden recruit that Duncan brought.
Yes, I am.
This place hasn't seen such bustle in centuries, I'll wager. Need a hand getting anywhere?
Where is Duncan's tent?
Not far. It's straight ahead, just past the royal encampment. Most of your fellas are in the valley with the army, but the recruits seem to be staying up here for now.
I'm looking for a Grey Warden named Alistair.
Try heading north. I think he was sent with a message to the mages.
Can you tell me anything about Ostergard?
Used to be a fortress long time ago, so I understand. Back in the days when the Wilders used to invade the lowlands. You were just on the eastern side of the ruin. The Tower of Ishal is there, but Tairn Logain's closed it off until the battle. This side is the King's camp. We've got the Grey Wardens here, the Circle of Magi, the Chantry. You can't swing a dead cat without hitting somebody important.
The Circle of Magi is here?
A few mages, yes. They even brought those creepy quiet fellows, the Tranquil. Gives me the shivers when they talk, all cold and even. They're to the north of here, bunched up with a herd of Templars glaring at them. Can't miss it.
Do I hear dogs barking?
This is Ferelden, isn't it? The king has his kennels on the west side of camp. Stinks from all the hounds. These aren't cute puppies, though. Some of those dogs bite the darkspawn and get too much of that blood in them. It's like poison. Slow, painful death. Terrible.
Is there any way to get supplies?
Quartermaster, he's just a bit to the northwest.
And where's the king?
Probably in his tent. He and Tairn Logain are on the southwest side of the camp. The king likes to spend time with his soldiers, though. Sometimes even without his bodyguards. Drives Tairn Logain wild, that does.
I want to ask something else.
Go on, then.
Oh, never mind. I'll be on my way.
Good luck to you, then.
Ooh, so we got a new codex about Ostergard. We can perhaps read that in a bit. So he says that Alistair may be in this direction. I want to check out this part first. See if there's anything. Oh, there's a royal enclave. Can we interact with it? Doesn't look like it. But here's the King's Guard.
Greetings. King Cailan is not in his tent right now.
Do you know where the king is?
I believe he's with the Grey Wardens in camp, drinking. He holds them in high regard, you know, as his father did.
Let's persuade him. Tell me about the king. You must see him a lot.
I suppose I do, though he's spending most of his time with the Grey Wardens. He rides with them wherever they go, in fact. Tairn Logain sees the king whenever he can and argues with him over coming battles, but the king just waves him off. The king wants to end the Blight with a single huge battle the bards will sing of for centuries. Do you think that's possible?
I guess we'll see in the coming battle.
That's how the Tairn feels. He'll do what the king wants in the end, though. The king thought it was funny that Tairn called him reckless, and they fought about the queen.
The queen?
She's the Tairn's daughter. He wasn't happy about something she did or the king did, I'm not sure. I probably shouldn't discuss it.
I should go.
As you wish.
Let's look around up here. Looks like there's a few soldiers here and surgeons. Can we head in this direction? Here we go. Oh, there's someone praying here. A priest?
Blessed art thou who exists in the sight of the Maker. I shall not be left to wander the drifting roads of the Fade, for there is no darkness, nor death in the Maker's light.
So, when it comes to the Maker, only human beings believe in them, right? Because the dwarves believe in the stone and the ancestors. I'm not sure what the elves believe in.
This is supposed to be the battle that sends these Darkspawn back underground. You believe that?
I don't know what to believe. We've won every battle, but there's more of them each time.
Makes you wonder if them Grey Wardens are right.
I don't want to think about that.
Sounds like the perfect time to get drunk, if you ask me.
Can we talk with them?
Good night for it, Warden.
Tairn Logain's men are up to something in the Tower of Ishal. I wonder what it's all about.
Guess we shall see. Are they perhaps planning for something? Ooh, a chest.
As you say.
Different kinds. We're getting reports of
There we go.
things we've never even heard of. Our short friend here, for instance, is something called a genlog. They're pretty common in the Horde, but we've seen others much larger. We don't know where these new Darkspawn are coming from or what they can do. All I can say is to use caution. They're on any we've seen that won't die once they bleed enough.
Ah, so he's teaching them about the Darkspawn. That's interesting.
Well, don't touch the carcass. We'll be burning it so it doesn't infect anything.
No.
Maybe this really is a blight. Maybe the Grey Wardens are right.
Guess we'll see. And doing archery practice, if that's what you call it.
What are you, a bunch of
There's
natural
another
fishes spreading
tent here. Can we talk with them?
You
Oh, it's
approach the tent
Logain's.
of Ter and Loghain. State your business.
Can you tell me anything about Ser and Loghain?
How can you not know of Loghain? He helped free Ferelden. He was the brains behind King Maric's armies and drove out those damned Orlesians. King Maric rewarded him by making him a Tern. Can you imagine? A commoner became a high nobleman just like that. Without Loghain, you can bet the king wouldn't be winning against these Darkspawn.
Is the Terran inside? What is he doing?
He's inside, but I don't think it's my place to discuss his activities.
Surely you can tell me a little bit about him.
I suppose, as long as we talk quietly. He and the king have been arguing for days. The
Really?
Tern's known the king since he was swaddled, so they don't stand on ceremony. The Tern speaks his mind, and the king yells right back. Personally, I think the king should do what Tern Loghain tells him. Without the Tern, we wouldn't be doing as well here as we are.
I would like an audience with the Terran, please.
I suppose you have a message for him. Hold on, then.
Ooh, here he is.
Yes, what is it? Oh, you're Duncan's new Grey Warden, I assume.
How do you know that?
His Majesty could not contain his excitement after your meeting. How could I not hear about you? Cailan's fascination with the Wardens goes beyond the ordinary. Are you aware his father brought your order back to Ferelden?
No, I didn't know that.
Maric respected the Grey Wardens. They have an honored place in the hearts of our people. But Maric would have understood that it takes more than legends to win a battle. Well, that's not an argument I'll repeat here. You're no surface dwarf, I can see it in your eyes. Smart of the Grey Wardens to look for new recruits in Orzammar. I don't suppose you'll be riding into the thick of battle with the rest of your fellows, will you?
I don't know.
If Cailan has his way, you will. Now I must return to my task. Pray that our king proves amenable to wisdom, if you're the praying sort.
You don't seem very fond of him.
He is Maric's son, and the leader of my beloved Ferelden, and a very young man. I try to keep that in mind, as should you.
Ooh, so we got a new codex about King Maric, which is the father of King Cailan. Ah, and Duncan is here.
You found our tent, I see. Is there something you need?
I have some questions.
Alistair can help you with those. I had hoped he would be back by now.
Ah, I see. So we have to go to Alistair to ask about questions. What's here? Another knight?
Welcome to the King's Camp, my lady.
There's something here as well. Kennels. Can we talk with the kennel master?
This isn't good. I'd hate to waste such a promising member of the breed. Are you the new warden? I could use some help.
What's the problem?
This is a Mabari. Smart breed and strong. His owner died in the last battle, and the poor hound swallowed darkspawn blood. I have medicine that might help, but I need him muzzled first.
Just how smart is this dog?
Centuries ago, a mage bred them to be smart and understand what they're told. They can remember and carry out complex orders. Most valuable dogs in the world. Trouble is, they generally imprint to one master. Re-imprinting them is very difficult. But without the medicine, re-imprinting won't be an issue. Will you help?
Could he be imprinted to me?
We can try, but first we need to muzzle and medicate him.
Why do you think I could muzzle him?
You're a Grey Warden, or soon will be.
All wardens are immune to the darkspawn taint. The most you have to worry about is some tooth marks.
I'll give it a shot.
Go in the pen and let him smell you. We'll know right away if he'll respond. Let's hope this works. I'd really hate to have to put him down.
The dog looks up at you respectfully, barking down from his aggressive stance. You can see intelligence in his eyes as well as a great deal of pain. This animal is very ill. Let's put the muzzle on the dog. The Mabari grows weakly but does not challenge you after you are done.
Well done.
Ah, I couldn't read
Now I
out
can
that.
treat the dog properly, poor fella. Come to think of it, are you heading into the wilds anytime soon?
I might be. Why?
There's a particular herb I could use to improve the dog's chances. It's a flower that grows in the swamps here, if I remember. If you happen across it, I could use it. It's very distinctive, all white with a blood red centre.
Where in the world would I find this flower?
It usually grows in dead wood that collects at the edge of ground pools. Should be plenty this time of year.
I'll see if I can find one.
Good. In the meantime, I'll begin treating our poor friend.
Ooh, so we have a new quest about the Mabari Hound. Gather the strange flower from the wilds. The kennel master at the king's camp has a Mabari, a hound bred for intelligence and combat ability. It has been poisoned by darkspawn blood. You have muzzled the hound, but the kennel master needs a flower that grows in the wilds to treat him properly. The flower is white with a red center. We can find it if we have to go there.
You there, elf. What's your name?
It's Pick, sir.
Go tell Tern Loghain that the war party's ready to begin scouting. We'll send word if we find anything amiss.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Okay.
You're the dwarf who walks with the Grey Wardens. A respectable decision.
You know much about us dwarves?
Some, like all Ash warriors. Our training originates from the dwarves. Is there something you wanted? We have no time for idle chatter.
You don't look like the soldiers in the army.
We aren't. We're Ash warriors, as you should well know.
So you trained with the dwarven berserker warriors?
Our discipline was passed down to us from the time of Luthias the dwarf son. He trained with the berserkers of your kind, long ago.
So are you the same as berserkers in Orzammar?
Perhaps. I've never been, so I cannot say for certain, but I'm told our traditions are the same. We harness the rage inside us, nurture it, and draw it out so we cannot fall in battle until our last foe is slain. It is a dwarven discipline, but we've adapted it to let us fight alongside our hounds. That is our way. I trust my hound with my life, as he trusts me with his.
Why have you painted your dogs?
They use scent to distinguish us from our enemies, but the blood of battle can confuse them. So we paint ourselves with Caddis, which overpowers the blood, and also paint our hounds so they know we are the same.
What if the enemy is painted with Caddis as well?
Why? Would you steal our Caddis and give it to the Darkspawn hordes?
I hope you're joking.
If you tried, we would kill you. And that is no joke.
What are you preparing for?
To scout the wilds and watch the progression of the Darkspawn horde. With luck, we'll find and slaughter many stragglers. The hunt will be good if my hound survives the blood of his prey. If he dies, I shall mourn tonight.
Survives the blood? What do you mean?
Darkspawn blood is poisonous, but not always fatal. Those who survive grow immune to its effects. The Wardens say the tainted blood drives even the survivors mad eventually. But not today. Today, we hunt and we kill.
Wouldn't it perhaps be smarter to leave your dogs behind?
They fight at our side. We don't fret over their safety as if they were children.
I should be going.
My thanks. There is hunting to be done, and I'll not be kept from it.
Can we perhaps talk with the elf that was there? Oh, this soldier also has a Mabari.
Hail. You're one of Duncan's new recruits, correct? I can't let you through to the Korcari Wilds until he gives the word.
Why not?
The Korcari Wilds is a dangerous place. More so now that it crawls with darkspawn. They say the Great Blight began deep within its forests. One of our scouting patrols has been gone for 3 days. We're taking bets on who got them first, the darkspawn or the Witches of the Wilds.
Witches of the Wilds?
Oh, sure. There's an old legend in these parts about Flemeth, the apostate sorceress who conquered this area centuries ago. She united the chasing barbarians and invaded the farmlands. That's when the great hero, Cormac, destroyed her army with his. Took her head right off, so they say. Her daughters survived and became the Witches of the Wild. Tales tell of them plaguing this area since, mostly superstitions, stealing babies and spoiling milk.
And you think these witches exist?
Only when it's dark and the wind is bad. No doubt those patrols met some darkspawn. That's enough for anyone to worry about. At any rate, that's why Duncan doesn't want you wandering out without his say-so.
Fair enough. We move this here to the end. Here we go. There we go. Oh, there's something here. Elf
It
Road.
is begun.
Nice. Let's go check out the other side then. Here we go. Is there elf here perhaps? Ah, no.
Death is no failure, my friends. Should it find you, you will not have failed your king. You will have served your maker. Die in this battle, and when you stand before the maker in the land beyond the Fade, he shall not find you wanting. Go not into death gladly, but with the knowledge that evil has been held at bay by your spilled blood. And if you go to stand beside the maker, go with our blessing, for you shall not be forgotten.
Oh, so they're praying here.
Let us bow our heads and
We
remember
talk with
those
that's the Cannon Master. We talked with him already. There's someone here.
Greetings, young lady. You are Duncan's newest recruit, are you not? He's not a man easily impressed. You should be proud. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Wynne, one of the mages summoned by the king.
I am Amethyst.
Well met, and good luck to you on the battlefield. To us all, in fact.
Will you be fighting besides the king?
Not precisely. The Grey Wardens will be on the front lines, not the mages. Still, we have our parts to play. To defeat the Darkspawn, we have to work together. It's not an idea everyone seems able to grasp.
Have you faced Darkspawn before?
Stragglers, yes. Not the vast horde the scouts speak of. I wonder, how much do you know of the connection between Darkspawn and the Fade?
What does the Fade have to do with anything?
Anytime your spirit leaves your earthly body, whether it's to dream or to die, it passes into the realm we call the Fade. It's home to many spirits, some benevolent, others far less so. At the heart of the Fade lies the Black City.
What's the Black City?
Some say the Black City was once the seat of the Maker. But when the mages from the Tevinter Imperium found a way into the city, it was tainted with their sin. That taint transformed those men, turning them into twisted reflections of their own hearts. And the Maker cast them back to the Earth, where they became the first Darkspawn. At least that's what the Chant of Light says.
And is that true?
It may be allegory, meant to teach us that our own evil causes human suffering. Or it may be true. It is as good an explanation as any for now.
At least it's something to ponder.
Yes, occasionally it's wise to contemplate one's actions. But I'm certain Duncan has more for you to do than talk to me.
Ooh, so we got a new codex about her. And the Fate. What's here? Ooh, the mages?
Sorry, but the mages must not be interrupted.
Do we go in?
The mages must not be interrupted. Their spirits are in the Fade.
The Fade?
The Fade is the realm of dreams and the land of the dead, or so the mages tell us. Regardless, they are not to be disturbed, not even by Grey Wardens.
I apologize. I'll go elsewhere. Do they perhaps have anything else to say?
The mages must not be interrupted. Their spirits are in the Fade.
No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, perhaps... Oh, we can
hear the prayers of your sons and daughters. We who
check
betrayed
out some more here. Ah, there's a tranquil here that the guy was talking about.
As you say.
That course of action is inadvisable.
Oh.
Welcome, young woman.
Who are you?
I am one of the Tranquil, my friend. I am of the Circle of Magi. But instead of casting spells and reading tomes, I spend my time enchanting. It is a time-consuming process, but invaluable. Enchantment provides the Circle its wealth. Certainly we would not get by on charity.
So this is the guy that the soldier was talking about, speaking weirdly and cold. I can certainly see that now. You speak very strangely. Why is that?
Allow me to put it this way. Do you know why those with magical talent are feared?
They're not feared by dwarves.
Those with magical talent attract demons and spirits. We can be possessed easily and thus become horrors known as abominations. Even those with minor talents attract hungry spirits. Anyone with the power may learn blood magic from these demons. Hence, we are considered dangerous. This is our curse. Thus, I was made tranquil, stripped of emotions and talent. I am no longer dangerous.
How is someone made tranquil?
Our forehead is branded with magic, which stills our talent and mind. The process is irreversible as far as I am aware.
I feel badly for you.
You do? I feel nothing. As the name suggests, my existence is quite peaceful. I am alive, productive, and no danger to anyone. Surely that is not a terrible thing. Perhaps we may speak of something else. Do you need assistance?
What is enchantment exactly?
It is the practice of folding magical lyrium into items first practiced by the dwarves. The Tranquil have learned their runes, and we use them to apply a variety of magical effects. We create the glow lights, as well as the magic staff or the flaming blade. The irony, perhaps, is that it is our very disconnection to our former talents that allows the Tranquil to work with lyrium so. A true mage could not.
What sort of enchantments are there?
Runes exist that hold the power of the elements that increase strength or swiftness. Almost any spell can be given permanency, given enough skill and lyrium. Naturally, the greater the power required, the more expensive the rune will become to create. True power comes with a price, as we know only too well.
I should go.
Goodbye.
We got some codexes about the Tranquil. So he says that only the Tranquil can make enchantments.
So, any last wishes I can
And
help fulfill
mages
before you head
can't?
into battle? Life is fleeting, you know. That pretty face could be decorating some darkspawn spear this time tomorrow.
Shall we perhaps talk with them?
Well, you're not what I thought you'd be.
What did you think I'd be?
Not a dwarf, yet here you are. The name's Daveth. It's about bloody time you came along. I was beginning to think they cooked this ritual up just for our benefit.
What do you know about this ritual?
I happened to be sneaking around camp last night, see, and I heard a couple of Grey Wardens talking. So, I listened in for a bit. I'm thinking they plan to send us into the wilds.
The wilds?
We're right on the northern edge of the Korcari Wilds here, miles and miles of savage country. My home village isn't far, and I grew up on tales about the wilds. Even been in there a few times. Scary place.
Why would they send us into the forest?
Sounds like some kind of test. Maybe we'll hunt us a souvenir or two. It's all too secretive for me. Makes my nose twitch. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Like we have a choice.
They are forcing you to be here?
I've got nowhere else to go after what Duncan saved me from. Anyway, I expect it's time to get back to Duncan. That's where I'll be if you need me for anything.
So he's another soldier who is becoming a Grey Warden. There's a chest here. Come on, let's open it. There you go. Got some gloves. Can we perhaps talk with the quartermaster?
Have you seen an elf running about? Young woman, red hair, carrying a suit of chain.
Can't say I have.
Blast it. Where did she go? That suit better be patched up when she gets back or by the maker up. Oh, pardon my manners. My troubles are no concern of yours, I'm sure. I'm the quartermaster. Did you come for supplies?
What kind of supplies do you have?
Arms and armor, for the most part. It's for the King's men, but you Grey Wardens can buy what you need for a modest price. I also have some, goods on the side I can provide. Strictly off the record, of course. To keep morale up, you understand.
Let me see what you have.
Let me know what you'd like.
Okay, so we have some, let's say, health potions. I need that. Here we go, let's get this. Let's just get one for now. Because I don't have a whole lot of money. So I have a bunch of other stuff. Perhaps, is there like a backpack? Yes. Oh, but I don't have enough for it. I see. That's too bad. Is there anyone up here, perhaps? There is. Is the infirmary? Oh, for everyone who is injured?
You may not want to remain here long, Warden. Most of these men have been tainted by the Darkspawn blood.
The pain!
Yikes. How is this soldier doing?
You need to convince them. We've got to run. The Darkspawn are coming.
Why do you say that?
I saw them. We're gonna die.
I apologize, Warden. He's been like this ever since they found him in the wilds.
Is it possible he has important information?
The commander who brought him here didn't seem to think so.
You can feel it, can't you? They taint the land, turn it black and sick. Oh, you can feel it inside. They'll come out of that forest and spread, like caterpillars covering a tree.
They'll swallow us whole.
That's quite enough out of you. You need to calm yourself, my good man.
They were everywhere. I saw them.
Yikes. Are they perhaps not turning? If they drink the blood? Got a new codex about the chant of light. There's a priest here.
Ah, I suspect you are one of the new Grey Wardens. Will you accept the Maker's blessing?
As you can see, mine are Dwarven King.
I do, though I cannot pass on the respects of your ancestors. The Maker looks kindly on all who will receive him.
Very well, I'll receive his blessings.
Then I bless you, Grey Warden, in the name of Andraste and the Maker above. May the chant of light carry your name to the ears of our Lord.
Can we perhaps talk with any of the soldiers here?
We'll show these darkspawn they should have remained in the past.
What about you?
Welcome to the King's camp, my lady.
Oh, and someone called Jory.
Greetings. You must be the third recruit we've heard about.
I am. Who are you?
Ser Jory is my name. I hail from Redcliffe, where I served as knight under the command of Arlaman. I wasn't aware dwarves could be Grey Wardens. I've only seen a few of your folk in the castle dealing with the smithy.
Not all dwarves are smiths, you know?
Of course, my father was the castle smith, so I encountered dwarves through him. I hope we're both lucky enough to eventually join the Wardens. Is it not thrilling to be given that chance?
I'm curious about the joining ritual.
As am I. Has anyone told you about it?
Daveth said we might be going into the wilds.
I never heard of such a ritual. I had no idea there were more tests after getting recruited. I suppose since you're finally here, I'd best get back to Duncan. I shall see you there.
Oh, so that's the second recruit? I see. There's some just here as well that we can get. Did we just punch it? There you go. Got ice arrow. And there's someone here.
Huh. Someone finally comes and talks to the lone prisoner. I don't suppose you've come to sentence me?
You haven't been sentenced?
No. They put someone like me in a cage until someone important has time to decide what to do with me. I don't suppose you have a bit of kindness in you? All I want is food and water. They haven't fed me since I was locked up and I'm starving.
Tell me why you're in there first.
I'm a deserter. Or so they think. I bet there's no arguing them out of it, though. Armies are funny that way.
Did you desert?
I wasn't deserting. But when you catch someone sneaking around camp in the middle of the night, what else are you gonna think? Does it matter? All I want is a bit of food and water.
If you weren't deserting, why sneak around the camp?
Oh, I would have deserted eventually. Just not then. I was stealing, not sneaking out of the camp. I got one of those wizards drunk and took his key. It belongs to a chest they got here, full of magical treasures. In fact, I still have it. I can't use it from here, but I'd trade you for some food and water.
They didn't find the key when you were arrested?
I swallowed it.
Oh.
But it's come back into my possession since then, so to speak.
Ew. I'll see what I can do.
Just ask my guard for his. He's still got some dinner. I saw him put it in his coat.
Ask this guard?
Lucky dog. You Grey Wardens get to ride with the king while I'm left with the drudgery of guarding this deserter. They should have just hanged him. Put his head on a pike as an example.
Who is this prisoner exactly?
They say he was recruited before the war up in Dinnerham. Probably figured he'd never have to fight if he served the king, right?
Why did he want to desert?
Why does anyone want to desert? Because he thinks he's going to die and he's a bloody coward, that's why. Either that or he's been listening to a bunch of hogwash about how the Darkspawn will drag you off and eat you.
I had a chat with him, actually.
Don't expect it was an enlightening conversation.
He asked for some food and water.
Did he now? Since nobody sends me nothing to feed him with, the only way we'll get that is if I give him mine.
So you missed one meal. This man could be hanged soon.
All right, all right. I guess the poor fella could stand to have one meal in his belly before he hangs. Don't know why you care. I had nothing to do with it, though. If anyone asks why he's burping, I'm going to say it was you. Just so you know.
Fair enough. Can we perhaps talk with him again?
So? Brought me some food, have you? I'm so hungry I could faint dead away.
Here's some food.
Much obliged. May Andraste herself rain blessings upon you. And, as I mentioned, here's the key. Use it in good health, huh?
Thank you. So it's a chest at the mage's right?
Sorry, miss. The army camp is off limits for you right now.
Ah, okay. So we can't head in that direction. Did we check out this area here? Ah, it's down there. Okay. Yeah, we checked out down there. I don't think we checked out the area that's next to here. Ah, yeah, this chest. But I don't think we can go in there now because of the tranquil that's next to it. Here we go. Do we go here? Oh, there's a chest here. Excuse me. Let's take it. Can we talk with them?
I have a great many tasks to attend to.
Another servant
I'm
here.
sorry.
Ah, so this is the war council? I see. Do we have to go here? Ah, Alistair is here, I see. Let's go up then. There's a chest here.
What is
never
it
mind.
now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the Circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The grumpy one.
Enough. I will speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
You know, one good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together.
I know exactly what you mean.
It's like a party. We could all stand in a circle and hold hands. That would give the Darkspawn something to think about. Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage?
How can a dwarf be a mage?
You never know. These mages sneak up on you. Wait, I do know who you are. You're Duncan's new recruit from Orzammar. I should have recognized you right away. I apologize.
That's alright, no offense taken.
Good. You didn't exactly catch me at my finest with the mage there. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Alistair, the new Grey Warden. Though I guess you knew that. As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining.
Pleased to meet you. My name is Amethyst.
Right, that was the name. There haven't been any dwarven Grey Wardens in some time. You must know a lot about Darkspawn.
I fought a few in my time.
I never saw one before this began. Hard to believe most folks here think the Darkspawn disappeared after the last blight, when your people still suffer every day. Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started.
That argument I saw, what was it about?
With the mage. The circle is here at the king's request, and the Chantry doesn't like that one bit. They just love letting mages know how unwelcome they are, which puts me in a bit of an awkward position. I was once a Templar.
What's a Templar?
You don't know? Quick version then. The Chantry tries to control mages because they're dangerous, so they keep Templars that train to hunt down and kill apostates.
I see.
That's what I was being trained as when Duncan recruited me 6 months ago. I'm sure the revered mother meant it as an insult, sending me as her messenger, and the mage picked right up on that. I never would have agreed to deliver it, but Duncan says we're all to cooperate and get along. Apparently they didn't get the same speech.
What about the other recruits?
Daveth and Ser Jory are here in the camp. Have you met them?
Yes, both of them.
That makes things easy then. They'll both be back with Duncan by now.
I look forward to traveling with you.
You do? Huh. That's a switch. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, lead on.
Ooh, so we have him now in our party. Nice. So he's also got shield bash, shield pommel, and shield covered. Perhaps you can use that later on. Tutorial party members and tactics. Now open the tactics screen by clicking on the highlighted icon or pressing /. You can use the conditional tactics slot to design custom behavior for each character or simply select preset tactics. Change Alistair's preset to Defender. Ah, I see. So we can do it here. Put him as a Defender.
Here.
So we have a new codex about him as well. Let's get this chest. Nice. Ooh, we got a flame rune and a slow rune and some gloves. How do I put away my sword once I've done this? Ah, there we go. I'm guessing we should go back then to Duncan. Here we go. Yeah, return to Duncan. You have found Alistair and should return with him to Duncan at his fire near the gate leading to the Korcari Wilds. Sure, we can do that. It's this way, right? And then it's over here. Yeah.
Soldiers of Ferelden, my sisters and gentlefolk.
Here he
we
is.
stand here on the eve of battle.
You found Alistair, did you? Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations. Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
You're right, Duncan. I apologize.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the Korcari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of Darkspawn blood, 1 for each recruit.
What do we need the Darkspawn blood for?
For the joining itself. I'll explain more once you've returned.
Go into the wilds? Isn't that dangerous?
You weren't recruited out of charity. All 3 of you are skilled and resourceful. Alistair is the most junior member of our order and will accompany you as is tradition. Do not worry. I doubt you will need to go far into the wilds to find what you seek.
And what's the second task?
There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can.
What kind of scrolls are these?
Old treaties, if you're curious. Promises of support made to the Grey Wardens long ago. They were once considered only formalities. With so many having forgotten their commitments to us, I suspect it may be a good idea to have something to remind them with.
Fair enough. And what if they're no longer there?
It's possible the scrolls may have been destroyed or even stolen, though the seal's magic should have protected them. Only a Grey Warden can break such a seal.
I don't understand. Why leave such things in a ruin if they're so valuable?
It was assumed that we would someday return. A great many things were assumed that have not held true.
How will we find this archive?
It will be an overgrown ruin by now, but the sealed chest should remain intact. Alistair will guide you to the area you need to search.
So, is this part of our joining too?
No, but the effort must be made. I have every confidence you are up to the task.
Find the archives and free files of blood. Understood.
Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
So we have a new quest. Oh, a few new quests. We have Tainted Blood. Find 3 vials of Darkspawn blood. Duncan has asked Alistair to lead you, Ser Jory and Daveth into the Korcari Wilds to find stray Darkspawn and collect 3 vials of their blood. This blood will be used in the secretive joining ritual. And then we have the Grey Warden's Cache. Recover the treaties from the Grey Warden's Cache. As a second task for the joining ritual, Duncan has asked Alistair to find a ruined Grey Warden outpost in the wilds. Supposedly, it contains a cache of old and important treaties that need to be recovered. We can do that. And then we also have the Mabari Hound thing now that we can do. Okay, so let's head to the gate here then.
As you say.
Hail. I'm told you all have business in the wilds. The gate's open for you. Just be careful out there. Even a Grey Warden won't be safe in the forest tonight.
Ooh, let's go. Curious about this, since everyone says it's dangerous. Ooh, there's some wolves there. Okay, hold on. Let's go here. We can target it and do Mighty Blow. And Alistair can also target it. Or maybe we can target this one and do Shield Bash. Then Ser Jory can attack this one. And also can do Mighty Blow. And then perhaps Daveth can do Pinning Shot?
At your order.
Yes.
Here we go. Okay. Perhaps we can try out our new thing. This. Oh no, I selected that. It's okay. And then Alistair can do shield cover perhaps. And Ser Jory can attack this one and do Pommel Strike. And then you can just attack this one, but with bow and arrow. Here we go.
Right away.
There we go. And then Alistair go attack this one. And Ser Jory attack that. Okay, and then we can perhaps attack this one with Powerful Swing.
Right.
Okay, Daveth, perhaps you can go here.
Right.
There we go. And you can switch up and attack him. Or perhaps he can attack this one. There we go.
I am ready.
And then Alistair, you can attack this one and do shield bash.
Here.
There we go. We did it. Got some wolf pelt from here. A less delirium potion. A potion as well. Wolf pelt. And another wolf pelt. I wanted to see what was up here, if there was anything up here. But so far it doesn't look like it. Looks like there's more ways to go. There's a body here. Oh, we can't interact with it? No. And there's a missionary Jogby and a letter. Ooh, let's read that perhaps. What would it be? Okay, that is that. Warhound and the wolf. No, the fate and the tranquil. The Merrick and Ostagar. Alistair and Wynn. Oh, is it not here? Or is it a quest? No. Oh, it's called the missionary. Is there anything else? There's a lot of dead soldiers.
Over here.
Oh, someone is still alive.
Who is that? Grey Wardens?
Well, he's not half as dead as he looks, is he?
My scouting band was attacked by Darkspawn. They came out of the ground. Please help me. I've got to return to camp.
Let's try to bandage him up at least.
I have bandages in my pack.
Thank you. I've got to get out of here. Did you hear? An entire patrol of seasoned men killed by Darkspawn.
Calm down, Ser Jory. We'll be fine if we're careful.
Those soldiers were careful, and they were still overwhelmed. How many Darkspawn can the four of us slay? A dozen? 100? There's an entire army in these forests.
There are Darkspawn about, but we're in no danger of walking into the bulk of the Horde.
How do you know? I'm not a coward, but this is foolish and reckless. We should go back.
Overcoming these dangers is part of our test.
That's true.
Know this. All Grey Wardens can sense Darkspawn. Whatever their cunning, I guarantee they won't take us by surprise. That's why I'm here.
You see, Sir Knight, we might die, but we'll be warned about it first.
That is reassuring.
That doesn't mean I'm here to make this easy, however. So let's get a move on.
Here we go. We'll figure this out. And we'll be able to slay these Darkspawn. Is there anything here, perhaps? I hear squirrels. Can we go here? No. There's Elf Robot here. There we go.
Very well.
We got that. Guessing we just wander around here a bit. Oh, hello. Ah, is this the flower for the Mabari? Nice. Ooh, here they are. Okay, what should we do? Perhaps you can go ahead and target this one, and then we can go move on. Attack him. We can do Mighty Blow, and then Alistair, you can attack this one, and perhaps do Shield Pommel, and then Ser Jory can also attack this one and do Mighty Blow as well.
Off I go.
Ser Jory, you can Daveth, I mean, you can stay here and keep attacking this one. Here we go. Perhaps Alistair, you can help out with this one. And then we can also do Pommel Strike.
Here.
There we go. If you can keep behind a bit and still attack. Ah, there are also archers up here, I see. Perhaps you can target this one. There we go. There we go. And then Alistair can target this one and do Shield Bash. Ser Jory can perhaps... Can we reach that one? No, it doesn't look like it. Can target this one though. And do Pommel Strike. And then we can also target this one and do... Ah, we have to wait for a bit. And then you can go back to your bow and arrow and target this one. Maybe you can go here. And target it. There we go. And we can do Mighty Blow on this one.
Very well.
Why do you keep coming here? There we go. And target it. There we go. Ooh, he's dying. Do we have a potion for him? Doesn't look like it. Okay, let's help him out then. Oh, he's okay. Let's do this. Oh, they're all dead. There we go. Let's loot these ones first. There we go. Got a vial of Darkspawn blood. Nice, that's one. And a health potion. We needed that. And then these ones. Lyrium and another Darkspawn blood. And more health stuff. Nice. There's some stuff here as well. I saw elf root. Here we go. Can get that. Is there anything else? Ooh, there's a camp here. Okay, perhaps you can go up here. And the rest of us can go like here. And Ser Jory all the way there.
I shall do it. Yes.
Okay. And then you can go ahead and target these with your bow and arrow.
Right.
There we go. And then we can target this one, do Mighty Blow. Alistair, you can do Shield Bash on him. Yeah, there you go. And then Ser Jory, where are you running to? You can do Mighty Blow as well. targeting anymore. There we go.
It's a gotcha!
Okay, Alistair. Perhaps Ser Jory should come here because most of them are here now. There we go, and do this. Ser Jory. Ooh, Alistair's not doing well. Perhaps he can go here. And then you... Oh, why did you come here as well? There we go, can do that. Can we do anything to heal him up? Not really. Let's do this.
Send me. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Oof. Can we do this? No, he's down. Ser Jory is almost down as well. Do mighty blow. Okay. Oh, that was pommel strike, I mean. And do this. Ooh, he's down. I'm almost down as well. Let's drink this. There we go. That's at least something. Jory, go here. Get your bow and arrow, and perhaps we can do dirty fighting. Or is that more for the other one? Yeah, I think so. Can target this one. I can do pommel strike. Oof, everyone is dying. Okay. Perhaps I can target him now. There we go, we're all dead. Let's load the last save. Maybe we should not go here just yet. Oh no, it's all the way from the beginning. Okay, I'll be right back. Ah, here's the mission, okay. So the missionary, you find a corpse near the entrance to the Korcari Wilds. A letter on the corpse detailed a path through the wilds that should lead to the place where the deceased is meant to meet his father. Consult the note, a letter to Jogby, for more information. Ah, here it is. Letter to Jogby. My dearest son, it pleases me that you wish to follow in my footsteps and bring the Maker's word to the unenlightened. I wish you had chosen a less dangerous place to do so. Apologies for leaving early for the Wild Sun, but I wanted to set up camp and get things started. The Chastens respect one with survival skills in the wilds. So I hope to get a grip on that before you arrived, and maybe establish an agreement with a local tribe that we had friends when you came. When you reach the wilds, you'll find it difficult to navigate. I've listed certain landmarks below. If you follow them, they will lead to a location I've scouted out, where I've left you some supplies. If you are lost, try to get back to that spot and I'll find you. The landmarks are as follows. Beginning at the entrance to the wild from Ostagar, look for a tree leaning on a ruined building. Pass under the fallen tree bridge. Pass a submerged tower on the right. Look between a high ruined arch and a mossy standing stone. Walk along the path of roots and stone. Look for 2 large statues with a chest between them. There you will find our meeting point. I love you, Jugby, my son. I hope to see you soon. Your father, Rigby. Very similar names.
Look there. Poor slobs. That just seems so excessive.
Yikes. By who were they hung? Something here. Can we perhaps go up there somehow? Do you have to go around like this? Here we go. Ooh. Ooh, they came from the ground. Okay, let's do Mighty Blow. You can go here and attack him as well.
As you say.
Here we go, and then attack. And then Alistair, or perhaps Jory, you can do Pommel Strike.
I shall.
There we go.
May the Paragons watch over you.
For the Grey Warden!
There we go.
Very well.
Let's go head up here then. Okay, perhaps we can do Mighty Blow here. Ooh, they are attacking someone else. Let's get this one then. And then Mighty Blow.
Very well.
And then Alistair. Go here. Here we go. Hold on. Everyone is on me. Alistair, you can get this one and do Shield Bash. And then Ser Jory can help me out with this one, perhaps. And do Mighty Blow.
Send me. I am ready.
Okay, we can target this one. And then this one can do Pommel Strike. And then you can do this. Maybe get a bit closer, but attack him. And then we can do Mighty Blow. And then Alistair, you can just attack him. There we go. Oh, they're also there. Can attack him, and Alistair, you can attack this dude. Ser Jory can attack him, and then you can attack him.
On it.
Yes.
Can do Pommel Strike. There we go. Maybe you can target him.
Here.
Alistair. Jory, you can do Pommel Strike.
You need help?
There we go. And can attack him.
Oh no, you don't!
There we go. Okay, you are going for him. Perhaps we can go after him and do Pommel Strike.
Time for some fun.
There we go.
And stay down.
And you can attack him as well.
Send me.
There we go. I can attack him.
I am ready.
Do not falter! Don't say I didn't.
And then we can attack this dude. There we go.
It is begun.
Got some
It shall be
stuff
done.
here. Nice. We can also loot these dudes.
As you say.
Ah, another file. And this. Ah, they were fighting wolves, I see. Ah, this is Rigby. Okay, let's look at the journal. The last will and testament. You find the last will and testament of someone named Rigby on a body in the Korcari Wilds. Find the cache mentioned in the will and take it to Jeddah and Redcliffe. Okay, let's look at it then. Is it here? Yes. To whoever finds this note. This is the last will and testament of Rigby the missionary, proud speaker of the Maker's word. I have come to the wilds to speak of the chant, but I fear I will die here at the hands of the Darkspawn. I leave all that I can come with to my wife Jeddah. Should the reader of this note feel charitable, I have buried a sealed lockbox in our camp, nestled in a Tevinter ruin in the western reaches of the wilds. It is my will that this lockbox finds my wife in Redcliffe, and that it is still sealed, shut down when it reaches her. To my wife and my son, I apologize that my work has taken me from you, but I know that I die in the service of the Maker, Rigby. So there's something here.
Very well.
There we go, got some leather boots from that. Can you perhaps see it on the map where it is at? No, it doesn't look like it. Anything here? No. There's some crates up here though. Got some coin. Perhaps you can open it?
On it.
Ah, he has insufficient skill. Okay, you can get this. There's something here. And here. There we go. Ooh. There we go on here. No. Where do we have to go exactly? Ah, here's where we came from, I see, okay. Let's go forward then, because last time we went that way. Perhaps there's something here? Ooh. Ah, they're up here, archers. Okay, let's go first walk here then. And if you can attack this one already. Same with you, you can go there and can go there.
Here.
There we go. Ooh, there's a berserk. Okay, let's attack him and we can do mighty blow. Alistair, you can go here and do shield bash, and then Ser Jory can attack him with mighty blow.
I am armed.
There we go. We can do pommel strike. And then you can go ahead and do pinning shot. How is Alistair doing? He's doing good. And Ser Jory, he can do pommel strike.
Here.
There we go. And we can go here. Then the Jory, you can perhaps target this one and do this. Okay, here we go. Can do pommel strike, and then Alistair just attack that one. Okay, and then you can target this dude. There we go. There we go. that. Some stuff here as well. Oh, there we go. Let's go up here. Was there anything else here? No, doesn't look like it. Ooh. Here they are. Let's do Mighty Blow.
Very well.
Okay. Let me go down here. Ooh. And target that one and do Pommel Strike. And Alistair, you can target this dude and do this. And then let's get you a bit back here. And Ser Jory can attack him and do Pommel Strike.
Very well.
Come, let us end this.
There we go. Alistair's doing good. I'm doing good.
I am ready. Now you fall.
Maybe you can target this one. There we go. Let's do this Pommel Strike. There we go. We did that.
It is begun. I shall do it.
Get this. And that. Can we also have this? Oh no, we already have it, I guess then. Let's look around a bit more. The archway here, it looks like. Which way do we have to go? Okay, so it looks like we didn't check out this area yet. So perhaps we can do that? Ooh, there's some wolves up ahead there. Perhaps we can go like this? Is that what we didn't do it? Oh no, it goes back to that. Okay, so here are the wolves. Perhaps we can do Mighty Blow. And here we can do this, Shield Bash. And you can stay here and attack that wolf. And Ser Jory, you can do this and do that as well, Mighty Blow.
Yes. I shall.
Oh, I'm stuck.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
There we go. Okay, I can do Mighty Blow.
As you say.
Okay, and then Alistair, you can attack this one. And then Daveth, you can attack this one as well. And Ser Jory, we can attack that one. And I attack that one, yes.
Right away.
We can do Pommel Strike. Yes, Ser Jory, you can do this as well. And Alistair, you're doing good, and you can do Pinning Shot. We have that activated.
No quarter shall be given.
Let's get Ser Jory.
I shall do it.
And Alistair can go back and attack the Alpha. Can do that.
Right.
Oh, we're stuck.
I am armed.
There we go. And we did it. Oh, and I leveled up. Nice. Go.
Very well.
Get all of that. And go up here. And there's a chest here. And get this. We got an axe, a chest, flat plate, and a ladder. Let's look at that. A farewell letter to Jockby. My dear son Jockby, I fear this is the last letter I will write you. I have difficulty finding the chest, and to bring them the Maker's word. I have, however, seen evidence of their passing. They appear to have left this area in great haste, possibly fleeing the so-called darkspawn that are rumored to be gathering in the wilds in ever greater numbers. I have left you a weapon and everything else I can spare. My son, I will try to find you once I have found a safe place. I only hope that you will be safe with luck. We will meet again. If you see her, tell your mother that I love her. And take care of your family. Your loving father, Rigby. That's sad. I hope his son is okay though, because they were saying they were gonna meet up. So we didn't check out the area over here somewhere. Where was it? Up ahead, okay. Go here. And we got some elf fruit here. There we go. Ah, here they are. Okay, we can target him. And then the rest of us, we can go here. Ooh. Alistair, you can go here. And Ser Jory can go there. And we can go here and attack this dude. Or maybe we can attack him. And we can do a mighty blow. And then Alistair can attack this dude perhaps, if we can reach him. No, not really. Can do that. And do this. And then Ser Jory can attack him as well for now. There we go. We can attack him now and do mighty blow. And then Alistair, you can attack him and do this.
I am ready.
There we go. Ser Jory, I don't have anything. I can do pommel strike. And then Alistair doesn't have anything at the moment. Maybe you can get a bit closer. There we go. Can target him and do this. And then I don't have anything. Neither does Alistair. But Ser Jory can do this. Target him. There we go, we can do mighty blow. Ooh, go after him. And then you can target him as well.
Yes.
There we go, do mighty blow. And then perhaps Alistair, you can help me out here with this. Okay. And then you can target him, or is he dead? No, he's dead, okay. Can target him then and do pommel. There we go. And then you can target this one, and we can also go here. There we go. Perhaps Alistair, you can go to him. There we go. And we did it. Something here that we can loot. Ah, he was down.
It shall be done.
You okay? He has a cracked skull. How do we fix that exactly? Is there like a kit or something? Oh, doesn't look like it.
As you say.
Here we go. We got Rigsby's journal. A sign of the chastened. The Chassin barbarians are nothing if not clever. They have hidden markers and signs in the arrangement of stone and rubble along the paths of the wilds. In this way, they mark trails, note places of interest, and even give warnings in a way that outsiders cannot understand. Interestingly, these markers look indistinguishable from a regular pile of stones. I have dedicated my time to deciphering these signs, and I believe I am close to a breakthrough. The trail markers seem to point to a hoard or a location used for secret storage among the Chassin. I have only found a portion of the message. However, I think that if I could complete the message, find all the trail markings, I can find this cache and see what treasure the Chassins have to hide. I have found one such marker near this camp, under a fallen tree leaning against the ruins. Each marker seemed to point to one or two others. I hear rumors that a darkspawn horde is coming. I hope I can find this treasure before it's too late. Ooh, is it now marked on our map? Where is that? You rummage around in the rubble and find Rigby's secret cache. Inside is an iron lockbox sealed with wax. Take the lockbox and let's bring it to Jeddah. Let's continue. Anything here perhaps that we can get? Ah, here it is, a Chassin Trail sign.
I shall do it.
There we go. So we got a few things to do. There's still something here perhaps that we can explore. And then we also have a few quests left. So we have the Mabari Hound, the Tainted Blood, and the Grey Warden's cache. And I think I'll do this in the next episode. And then also see what this whole thing about the Chassin is about. And what Rigby was trying to do here exactly. So see you guys then. Bye.